And of those getting a payout, only 0.96% of those ever get called up to a live account. As you can see here, I just got called up to a live PopSub account, which only 0.12% of the population can do. And it's actually probably a lower number than that. I'm just guessing. In other words, I'm very proud of myself and I want to share my journey and experience and my advice, which is non-financial, for how I think you could do the same and even start making payouts and just changing your life. Okay. That does not matter. I'm telling you. Okay. So yeah, that's basically my bread and butter setup. And that setup gave me the highest win rate when it won a trade. And you want to know what? That is the hardest thing. If we don't get the setup that day, people can't be patient enough to wait for the next day. I found that, the most times I ever blew accounts like years ago, a good day. Next day, would not see my model. And instead of stopping, I try to force something else. I take a lot of break-even trades. And I take a lot of like mid-tier trades that lose, but the mid-tier trades I take are always above 3R. And I think that's the difference in how I was able to get called up to a live. If I just manage my risk and I still have the edge that I have. There were so many days where I take one loss and I wanted to revenge trade so bad, like so bad. But I just wouldn't. Because I know, like, after trading for years, dude, that the market is still going to be there the next day. Like, for example, today, I did not like price action today. This to me was not that great. Like, really, like, pretty choppy upside here. I did not love price action today. And I know if I preserve my capital on a day like today, we're going to get a banger setup the Monday, and I don't want to miss it. And that, I think, was the biggest thing that kept me in the game, not revenge trading. Because every single time I blew an account, it wasn't because of my strategy. It was just because I just revenge traded. That's all it was. So again, like, how do I stop myself from revenge trading? I just got to understand that there will always be the next day and it's probably going to be better. So it definitely depends on what types of accounts you're trading. But I think the most important thing for where I got to where I got was not revenge trading and stopping after one loss. Okay, so I stopped after one loss. Usually after one win, I'd stop, and then usually break even didn't count. Sometimes if I did get south break even like 3 times though, I would stop. It just depended. And yeah, that's pretty much how I got called up to a live funded. I managed my risk really well. Here's how I can copy him and maybe change my life.